Hello my lovelies, I hope you are well. Welcome along here to Busy Bee Budgets, where we talk all things about cash stuffing, budgeting and general just life stuff, because I guess the longer I do this, so I've just been cash stuffing for over a year now, I realise how much I guess it affects your whole life in a good way, but also how life can affect your budget as well, which might seem really obvious, but I think it's been a big learning this week. So I am stuffing £180 today, so 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, oh, actually got too much, I'll pop that over there, that's 200. Let's just do that again, 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 80, so that's 180. But I've only got 20, so I thought what I'd just do is a quick cash condensing from my sinking funds. And I thought you might want to just, I don't know, watch along as I did it. So I'm going to do that first. And while I'm doing that, I can update you on what's been going on. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 120, 140, 150. I can't condense anything there. So for those of you who've been watching along for a while, you'll know that I have been preparing to move. But before that, I just thought I'd show you my new envelope for my 4 seasons challenge. So I do a seasonal challenge based on these lovely Budget by Shah, I think they are, ones. This one starts on the 20th of March. I completed the winter one, but I just got myself a new envelope for it with the 4 seasons challenge, so that I can swap these out depending on the season, but then I've got the spring, summer, autumn, winter envelope, which is nice. Clothes is empty at the moment. Appliances, this is probably going to get one. So we were planning to exchange this week. So I've got 4 10s there, so 10, 20, 30, 40, so I'm going to put 40 in. And my buyers pulled out on the morning of exchange of contracts. So I'm going to put 20 back in there. 40, sorry, back in there. So I've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60. So I've got 160 in appliances now. Which is incredibly annoying, I'm not going to lie. It's taken us about 6 months to get to this point. And like I say, it was literally like on the morning of exchange. Like, they've split up as a couple apparently, which, you know, obviously is horrific for them, and I'm sure, you know, kind of, it's just awful. But it's just awful because we've kind of been waiting 6 months to move, and I don't know about any of you guys, but for me it's been one of those things I've been like in a bit of a holding pattern, both with my budget and also just life generally. Everything has been like after the move, after the move, after the move. And also because it's like gone on for so long, it's like I've been not been able to make plans, book holidays, book anything really, because I've just been like, oh well, we might be moving, it might be just after we've moved, da da da. So I just kind of feel like in a bit of a, yeah, like a holding pattern really, and I'm obviously very disappointed. So put the house back on the market and hopefully we will get a buyer soon, but obviously it's going to put us back a few more months just in terms of the process. So we will see. So when I come to do my March budget, I'm going to have to think about that. I mean, from a budget perspective, it's great because this house is a lot cheaper than the house that we would be moving to. So every month we're here is like an extra, allows us to save, but obviously still like incredibly annoying when you're like, you want to move. So there we go. Right, so I've got enough 10s, but I'm just going to see if there's anything else I can condense in here while I'm here. So I've got 10, 20, 30, 40, so I'm going to change to 20s for that as well, I think. 20, 40. So car has now got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60. So 160 in car. Growth. Garden, how many 10s have I got in garden? I've got loads of 10s there. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. So take 60 out of here. 20, 40, 60. So now garden has got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140. But even stuff like this, like garden, that was for the garden at the new house. And so what I'm a bit worried about is that like we won't be able to sell our house and won't be able to sell it as much as we sold it for 6 months ago. And then that obviously affects our onward purchase and everything else. So I think at some point, obviously when it becomes apparent in the next few weeks if we can actually sell this house, then we will see if we move. And if not, then some of these sinking funds I'm going to think about, because like my garden at my current house is all done. I don't really need to buy anything for it. So there we go. And phone has only got 5. And then that is about it. Right. So, thanks for listening to me waffle. So I've now got 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 170, 180. So that is at least good that we've ended up with the same amount of cash. So we are going to stuff my every day binder, but obviously what I am going to do is see what else I've got left in there. So I've got nothing left in food or fuel, and this is going to be week 4 of the last week of the month basically for me. So from the 3rd to the 10th of March is the last week of the month, so naturally kind of some of these looking a bit lighter now. Miscellaneous has still got 10, I'm going to keep that and roll it over. Giving's got 10, I'm going to keep that and roll it over. Fitness has got 30, so what I'm going to do is pull out 20, and what I'm going to do is swap it for the those 2 10s, I think. And what I'm going to do is put £10 into my weekly envelope challenge, and then I think £10 I'm going to stuff into something in my treat binders, just because I feel like I could do a little pick me up. So that is that. So food is getting its usual 100, so 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And what I will do is I need to do my last week I went back to kind of meal planning better, and that was really good. This week what I also did was think about what days am I going to be out of the office, what days have I got long days already, so rather than like trying to cook something elaborate, I've cooked some quick teas there. Like last night was fish fingers, chips and peas, which is not very exciting but is delicious. So I'm going to do that for next week. So I'm going to make sure that I meal plan before we go to the supermarket, and I will purchase using the Jam Donut app a voucher before we go. Fuel's getting nothing this week. I've still got over half a tank, so that'll be fine. Spends is getting 50. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And then miscellaneous is going to get 10. Giving's going to get 10. And then fitness is going to get 10. So, and then I've got nothing in rollover, nothing left in treats as I spent it all, and nothing in self-care. But that will be fine. So, what I might do is, what should I put it in, self-care or treats? What I'm going to do is move this self-care envelope over and pop it in my sinking fund. And then this will be the extra one that I think it is for times like this when I just need a little pick-me-up because of something unexpected. And rather than kind of dipping into some of the other sinking funds, which all are kind of for a specific purpose, I think I'm just going to create one which is for self-care, which is just for, you know, when you're just having a bit of a crap day. And I'm sure if you're like me, so I'm going to pop £10 in there, which is the £10 from the over. And then I will go and update my savings challenge. So I did what all people do in these situations. I ordered myself some more Happy Mail. So hopefully that will come here in the next few days, a few challenges. Because what I did notice is that when I saved up the money for the treats, it was really nice just to have some splurge money. And I think that's probably what I'm missing from my budget at the moment. Everything's quite functional and grown up. And I'm just missing just some splurgy money. So I think that self-care one, I'm going to turn into a bit of a splurge one. There we go. So yeah, that'd be nice to kind of start stuffing that. And then as I say, I've got some more savings challenges coming, which will be exciting. And then as I say, at some point I am going to have to think about my budget in terms of if we are moving or not. If we're not, as I say, like, it's great from a budgeting perspective, but obviously it's just a bit of a bit of a life assessment, I guess. I've been really excited about moving, and I've mentally decorated that house and, you know, kind of done everything, and yeah, like really imagined ourselves living there. And I think if it doesn't happen, I'm just going to be really gutted. If it does happen, if we do manage to sell our house quickly, but it's still going to be, I guess, at least another 3 months, probably 2 or 3 months, for it to work its way through our beautiful legal system in this country. So yeah, hey ho, we will see what happens. And I will do my savings challenge off camera because, as always, I have forgotten to bring the right things. So I will bring that and do that off camera. So that's £10 that will go into my envelope challenge. that's another kind of pop it away. Okay, thanks for listening along. So it was a bit of a ramble and probably a bit of a negative one this time. I think I'm just still a bit bummed out. I'm hoping maybe after the weekend, or we got a viewing tomorrow, so hopefully, you never know, it might be good news. So thanks for listening. I hope you're all alright, and I will see you in my next video. So I'm going to do 2 videos next week. One will be the March budget, and then the other one will obviously be my weekly cash stuff. But obviously the first week of the month's always a fun one. It's always slightly bigger, so I'll see you for that. And then obviously my sinking funds stuff as well. So take care, and I will see you all soon.